Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to slap. No, I'm not going to be showing you how to knock someone out with a powerful slap to the face. It's actually a different way of hitting. I've been playing softball since I was in about 6th grade and slapping since I was in 8th grade. My coach thought slapping was a good fit for me because on the right side of the box I wasn't doing very well, and I wasn't very muscular in my 8th grade year, but I was super fast. So she thought it was a really good fit for me. But my 8th grade season, I didn't really have a good season, and I'm really hard on myself when I don't do good. So I started going to hitting lessons about 3 to 4 times a month, and ever since then, I've been doing that. So before I show you how to slap, I'm going to tell you what slapping is and why it's important to know how to properly do it. Slapping is basically hitting, but you're running towards the pitcher, and the point of it is to get to first base faster. There's different ways to slap. There's a bunt, which is called a drag bunt, but I just call it a bunt because that's what it is. And there's a push bunt, which is just a harder bunt, but you try and place it in between the fielders. And then there's a power slap, which you would do when the third and first are drawing in on you because they think you're going to bunt, but you really just hit it over their heads. Or even if the outfield is on the infield line, then you just try and hit it over their heads. And there's what me and my coach call a pop, which is basically bunting and hitting in one. You move your hands up, but you pretty much swing all the way through with the bunt. And the point of it is to make it bounce a couple times before it gets to the fielder, and then you try and beat it to first base. If a slapper masters all of these techniques, then they will be almost unstoppable and have a really good batting average, which is really good in any baseball or softball sport. So it's really important to know how to properly do it, because if your footwork is wrong, then you could end up in front of the plate, which, one, you'll get called out, and that's not good for your team. And two, you will probably get hit by a pitch and it will really hurt because some pitchers throw pretty hard, and take it from me, I've gotten hit by pitches quite a few times. There is some things that you can't prevent when you are slapping. Some pitchers try and jam you in because they usually throw you outside pitches, and when you're not expecting an inside pitch, you sometimes get hit in the elbow really hard. And some slappers do wear elbow guards, but most don't because they just try and suck it up if they do get hit in the elbow, even though it really does hurt. And so that's pretty much all that happens that's bad when you're slapping. Now I'm just going to show you how to slap. I'm going to first start with the footwork. You start with your feet in the back corner of the batter's box, and your first step is going to be your right foot, just a little step back. And then your next step is going to be your left foot, and it should be on or really near the line and pointed towards the shortstop. Usually you just start in an athletic stance, and you should end up in the front of the batter's box. So you can get to first base faster. You just kind of go in a way, and then you run to first base. And now with hitting, you should start to hit when you are, it's almost simultaneously. When your left foot goes down, you start to swing. So just full motion, and then run to first base. Now that I've told you what slapping is, why it's important to know how to properly do it, and actually how to do it, I hope the next time you watch a higher level softball game, you know why a left-handed hitter is running towards the pitcher.